Hey everyone, it's Miguel Lebron here, and I want to first of all thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel. Now, I decided to start this YouTube channel geared towards leadership because I've had the experience of being in leadership for over 10 years now. Now, I come from some humble beginnings. I was born here in Rochester, New York. My mother, when she was about 18 years old, she moved from Puerto Rico to Rochester, New York. Here, she met what she considered at that time the love of her life, and she was young and she was in love and she started a family. Of course, being that young and not having so many experiences, she and my father made some not so beneficial decisions that ultimately led to their divorce. I was 2 years old. My mother remarried and stayed married for over 20 years, but my life as a young individual and as I developed, well, I wasn't the most popular. I wasn't the Casanova. I wasn't that person. In fact, some people even called me as sometimes the class clown, but I'll tell you what happened in my life. It was a pivotal moment. It was when I was 14 years old that I moved to Puerto Rico. When I went to Puerto Rico, you see, my family, let me just say this in context, that my family is a very religious family. I mean, very faith-based family. And I found that even more so when I went to Puerto Rico, as I engaged with relatives that I had never met in a culture that I had never really been submerged in. And there I was in Puerto Rico. And I remember that I was 14 years old, about to be 15, and I remember that somebody invited me to go to church. And as I went to church, there I just renewed that faith. I was impacted by the message, by the presentation of the message, the effectiveness of the message. I was impacted totally, and I was in it. By the age of 15, I started preaching. I started doing public speaking, and I would literally go to different locations, and I began to further along develop. I began to develop as I went to different locations, different events, different activities, different retreats. And I came back to Rochester, New York after about 2 years. When I came back to Rochester, I continued on. So since the age of 15, I have been public speaking, I've been preaching, I've been doing that type of activity, but I've also engaged in leadership. Not only in the church, not only in the faith-based community, but also in a secular sense. Outside of the church, I've also had the opportunity to work in a managerial position, leadership position, to training others. And what I have found is some key core things that I want to share with you. So my experience of leadership is what I intend on sharing as I post here on my YouTube channel. And so if you've already seen some of the videos I've posted, I talk about transparency. I talk about humility. I talk about being reachable and coming from a place of love. And these are things that I believe, and there's so much more that I want to share with you here on my YouTube channel, but I wanted to take a moment and simply let you know where I'm coming from. Again, I'm from some humble beginnings, like I'm sure you are too. My mother worked 2 jobs and made it work and did it with a smile and loved her family and loved her kids. And she left a legacy. But I'm not here standing by myself. I'm here standing because of the experiences, the lessons learned, the ups, the downs, the ebb and flows of life. And overall, I've learned some things that I think will be beneficial in leadership. So if you're interested in content about leadership, and if you're interested in becoming an effective leader, I'd like to share more information with you. So simply hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like this video, and maybe you say, so-and-so needs this type of information in their life. Listen, share the page with them. Share my channel with them. Let them know that indeed there is content. And if there's something specific that maybe you'd like for me to tackle, why don't you leave it in the comment section below, and I'll go ahead and make a video on that topic as well. Again, my name is Miguel Lebron from Rochester, New York. And man, if you're in Rochester, how about this weather today? Again, I hope that you come along with me in this journey as I continue to post content about leadership. You can follow me on Instagram if you'd like. You can see the handle right on your screen, and you can definitely check me out on Facebook. Very simple to find, Miguel Lebron. I'll leave it on the description below. But again, I'm here to provide content to you about leadership, effective leadership. What does it look like to be an effective leader? Hey, thank you for taking the time of watching this video. Please consider subscribing, liking, and as I say, surround yourself with people that will nourish your vision.